there, gorgeous soul, and welcome to your Mercury Retrograde reading. I've put together this reading for you as a way to be able to support you through the Mercury energy, which will go through till October the 3rd, and it still continues to linger on for about a week or so afterwards. So we're still pretty much in the thick of Mercury energy. Now, Mercury, the planet itself, it provides such a wealth of innate wisdom for you to be able to tap into. It's this magnificent time when your soul is speaking so clear and concise to you, but sometimes we can dismiss it. So that's why I wanted to do this reading. So your reading is going to comprise of 3 cards. Your very first card is going to reveal the theme. The second card is going to reveal your soul guidance on the patterns and behaviors that your soul is encouraging you to work on or strengthen. The third card is going to be where to focus your energy during this period so that you can learn all of the beautiful lessons in a way that feels more in more ease and flow and gracefulness, because sometimes we can get through Mercury retrograde and feel like being thrown around in a washing machine. This gives you the opportunity to feel more gracious as you move through learning your lessons. So let's dive in and check out your message. Your very first card, being the theme card, is the card of grounding. The second card, being the card of your soul guidance, revealing your patterns and behaviors, is solitude. Your area in which to focus on is the card of rise above. So let's explore. With the theme being grounding, what happens during Mercury retrograde is it really is a time when there's a lot of conflict and chaos. There's a lot of frustrational energy out there. There's a lot of moments where, especially if you're an empath, you're picking up on other people's energy. Therefore, it makes it harder to decipher what life lessons are yours and what are others that you're connecting into because of that beautiful empathic ability within you. It's a moment where your heightened sensitivity, so you're a lot more prone to feeling more overwhelmed by harshness and seeing people speak and communicating and behaving poorly has a really big impact on you. So by introducing the practice of grounding every day, it has this beautiful ability to be able to bring you clarity. It gives you direction. And the other amazing thing with grounding your energy is Mother Nature is this beautiful spiritual vacuum that goes around and collects all the shit that you may have picked up on. It's also that moment as you're doing a lot of internal reflective inner work, because Mercury is about reflection, reinvention, renew, rebirthing. So it means that a lot of things are getting stirred up within you. And as all of those emotions and energy is being stirred up, the greatest way is to give all of that over to the universe and Mother Earth and set the intention and ask her to go through and absorb and vacuum away any energy that is no longer conducive to your growth or any energy that is not yours. And then just sit back and allow yourself to receive. Grounding can be done in lots of different ways, from visualizing the roots of a tree beginning at the base of your chakra and following down through your legs and actually immersing itself deep into the core of Mother Earth. You can do visual techniques. Even gardening is a wonderful way of grounding. Being able to use your breath to re-regulate your nervous system and bring a sense of calmness. You can get to the ocean. There are all of these beautiful natural environments, that's the word I want to use, natural environments that you can tap into to connect in with Mother Earth. But my biggest suggestion that's coming through is during your morning practice, whether it's, shower, get the kiddies off to school, all of that, when you get 5 minutes to yourself, immerse yourself in grounding. Therefore, you're setting yourself up for the rest of your day. And you'll be able to navigate through this time from a place of deep clarity and feeling really focused and aligned with yourself, therefore enabling you to make decisions that feel right for you. And also, therefore, what I'm sort of seeing is, especially with empaths, this is a time when you want to reach out and help even more. So I sort of envision like empaths being like octopuses with all these arms, with all these channels that are going out and connecting in with people because of that beautiful desire to want to serve others and help support them, but you're connecting into their energy. So by grounding is cutting off those tentacles and that old behavior of grabbing in and connecting into others and learning to nourish and take care of yourself. Now, moving on to where is your soul guidance and what are the patterns and behaviors? When I see the Solitude card, it reminds me, and it says at the bottom, draw all your energy inwards, for there is where all the answers await, which again reminds me of and tells me that your energy is going out and not very much is coming back in, and that you're looking at external factors and being affected by external factors, therefore making it less easier for you to be able to connect in with your intuition. So look at those patterns and behaviors of overgiving, saying yes to everyone, leaving yourself depleted. Look at all of those channels, or strengthening your boundaries around protecting your energy, and make sure that you really make those a strong commitment to practice them daily, because that's where your soul is saying, because you're leaving yourself with very little left over to take care of yourself. And intuition is like our GPS to the soul, so it's guiding you every single step of the way. But if your head is filled with so much noise, you're less able to hear it, or if you do, you feel more confused, or you're not sure how to understand what the message is because you're too much in your head. So solitude is that reconnecting in with yourself, which is the perfect time with Mercury retrograde, because that's where our BS barometer goes off. Let me share with you what I mean by that. I always say that Mercury retrograde is the time when we are getting truth bombs. It could be that moment you say, I can't do that, and that inner voice comes in and goes, excuse me, really? Is that what you really believe? So it catches yourself out on your limitations, your fears, your patterns, your behaviors that have been your programs before, but your soul is saying, hey, you're not that person anymore. It's time to reinvent yourself and grow into the person you've always wanted to. And through that means bringing in that consciousness. So being in that moment of solitude allows you to connect in with yourself, connect in with your truth, do that soul work that your soul is asking you to do, and then support that through the actions that you take to cement the inner work that you're doing through your actions. Now, the area to focus on is to remember to rise above. As much as you are a beautiful goddess that serves others, this is a time where not everyone wants to be able to learn from their lessons. This can be a time where it's highly charged, a lot of projection, a lot of drama filled, and we get, as they say, like energy vampires, or people that just suck the energy out of you. And this is the time to be really cautious, and by taking a step back, intuitively you will receive the information from yourself. And this is where learning to have those moments of solitude will come to your greatest adversary, because you'll just get that innate feeling of, oh, I'm getting drawn into drama, or this person just wants to dump all of their emotional baggage, or they want to project. And when you have that consciousness, and now that you understand that your theme is to rise above, you can choose to then either listen to what's going on, but not energetically or emotionally connect. It's a moment to not be triggered by other people's projection or what's going on for them, to not be called and dragged into the drama of the energy external. This is the moment that you can rise into your greatness and make sure that you take care of your mental, emotional, and energetic self by nurturing and not allowing yourself to be engaged by others. This is a time where you will really be able to solidify and strengthen some of these beautiful new patterns and behaviors of learning to protect your energy, learning that you can be there for people, but you don't have to, as I mentioned just a moment ago, energetically connect in order to be able to hold the space. This can also be a time where you may be able to recognize other people's patterns through this period, where if they do project, you get to decide whether you want to actually engage or even participate in that type of conversation. So this is really quite an empowering moment for you to really step into your power and make some different decisions that I believe you've always wanted to, but you've either felt afraid to be able to say no to people or feel that it's improper to not continue to serve. How can I be there unless I'm giving all of myself? These are all limiting beliefs in which to be able to explore and see where they originate from so that you can decide if those old programs that you've done and old patterns are actually helping you or hindering you at the moment. Remember, Mercury is the time where our communication is at its strongest, and that's the communication coming from soul. So always remember that your soul is guiding you every step of the way to bring you back to more of your truth, which means a removal of everything that is insulting your soul. So I wish you an incredibly amazing Mercury retrograde. If you would love to be able to learn how to step into your power, strengthen your boundaries, learn how to have more trust and belief in yourself, and learn to break those patterns so that you can be more radiant and confident, then please feel free to tap the link below. Let's jump in, explore where all of that originates, and finally, once and for all, clear all of that emotional baggage that's been holding you back, and book in for an energy clearing session. But I wish you an amazing week ahead. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself and looking after yourself. And remember, you intuitively know what is the right thing for you. Now it's time to say yes to you. So much love, take care, and I'll see you again soon.